Suzuki, a Japanese company. People often joked about their cars, calling them tin cans. But recently, their car model, Zea's 5-star safety rating in the global NCAP surprised everyone. The founders of Suzuki never dreamed of making cars. They wanted to make hand looms to ease the troubles of their mothers and villagers, so they could weave cloth more easily. But time took such a turn that the established company brought a revolution to the global auto industry. To understand this, it is essential to know about the struggling life of Michio Suzuki, the son of a poor farmer and the founder of Suzuki, who established the Suzuki Loom Manufacturing Company almost 115 years ago. After that, not just cars but also ATVs, outboard motors, with rollers, motorized wheelchairs, engines and industrial equipment, it also became a leading brand in two-wheelers worldwide. And this. Not only this, in 1970, Suzuki had its first electric vehicle, and by 1979, it had also developed the world's first hydrogen-powered vehicle. In today's video, we will learn in detail the entire story of the Suzuki company from its beginning until now, and the reasons for its popularity. The story of Suzuki begins in Shizuoka, Japan, on the 18th of February, 1887. Michio Suzuki was born in a poor farmer's home in a small village of Hamamatsu there. Whatever little income was made from farming, that was used to manage household expenses. And growing up in such a difficult situation had the advantage that from childhood, he learned to work hard and understood the value of money well. He had a lot of interest in tools and machines. So, in the year 1901, when he was only 14 years old, his father thought that besides farming, Michio should be taught another skill, so that the family's financial condition could improve a bit. And with this in mind, he was placed under Kotaro Imamura, a skilled carpenter, to learn woodworking. But when the year 1900, when the Russo-Japanese War started in 1904, Japan's economy was so badly affected that the demand for skilled manpower completely disappeared. Michio and his teacher Imamura were forced to work in a factory repairing looms. Although Imamura felt that this job was beneath his abilities, Michio saw an opportunity in it and began to understand the entire technology of looms. And do you know what the reason was, friends? The reason was his mother Mitsuzu. Actually, at that time, Japanese people used to weave their own clothes, and most of their mother's time and effort went into weaving clothes. He always thought of getting his mother an imported handloom, but his means were not enough. Then the year 1908 came. 21-year-old Michio completed his training. But what was going on in his mind? No one knew. He had found a purpose in his life because he had discovered many flaws inside the loom, which if corrected, could increase its efficiency tenfold. And for this, he wanted to start a loom factory. There was only a need for an opportunity, and that opportunity soon came when the following year his father entrusted him with the responsibility of their silkworm farm. Michio turned his farm into a loom workshop and within a few days prepared a pedal-driven loom for his mother. When the villagers saw that his mother was making cloth 10 times faster than before, everyone began to show interest in buying this loom. Gradually, as the demand for looms increased, in the year 1909, Michio started the Suzuki Loom Manufacturing Company, and this is where the beginning of Suzuki's vast business empire occurred. But friends, if you know the story of Toyota's founder Sakichi Toyoda, both journeys were quite similar. In fact, both founders belonged to Hamamatsu and started their businesses by making looms for their mothers. The only difference was that Michio catered to the small and poor weavers in the village, focused on providing affordable and efficient solutions, while Toyota for large industries automatic focused on the loom. For the next 20 years, Michio Suzuki made many inventions and the looms he created became quite popular in the market. However, by the 1930s, a sharp downturn was seen in this business. He realized that it was not wise to rely solely on this business and he should diversify into other fields. After much consideration, he decided to enter the rapidly growing automobile market, begin working on it. Then came the year 1937 when Suzuki created a prototype of their first 800cc engine small car. But Suzuki was not going to achieve success so easily. As soon as work began on the production of the car, the Second World War started and the Japanese government shifted all focus to military production. They told Suzuki to stop automobile production and return to loom work. However, they did not abandon the dream of accomplishing something big in the field of automobiles. No, it was just a wait for this bad phase to pass. Then the time came when the Second World War ended and recovery began again in Japan. But the scenario had changed completely after the war. The cotton industry had completely crashed, which gave Michio the opportunity to work on his dream project, the automobile. Additionally, the government also felt a strong need for infrastructure and low-cost transport vehicles for Japan's growth. Taking advantage of this opportunity, in the year 1952, Suzuki launched a motorized bicycle which had a 36cc single horsepower two-stroke engine. People liked it very much. And the Japanese government was so impressed with Michio's invention that they started providing financial support for further research in automobiles, which motivated Suzuki to advance further. And after 2 years of hard work, in the year 1954, Suzuki launched its first lightweight and fuel-efficient car, the Suzuki Light. Michio's childhood was spent in significant poverty, so his thinking and way of working were quite different. He worked according to the needs of the middle class, focused on making affordable and fuel-efficient cars rather than expensive and luxury cars. It is said that during an office visit, Michio Suzuki noticed unnecessary electricity usage in the office. He immediately ordered that all unnecessary lights be turned off. These small steps saved the company thousands of dollars every year. And in a similar way, there's another story about their factory, when Suzuki saw that several female employees had no role in production and were only guiding visiting guests. Considering it as inefficiency, they were replaced with plastic direction signboards. Although these are very small things, when the owner of a company takes these steps, it has a deep impact. The impact is on the company management and employees' mindset, and this is now in Suzuki's DNA. Proper utilization of resources allows common people to have an affordable car option. In the year 1954, Suzuki Loom Works was renamed Suzuki Motor Company. In 1957, after Michio Suzuki, his son Shunzo Suzuki, and then their adopted son Osamu Suzuki continued the company's legacy, expanding a small automobile company to 190 countries in the world. Well, now let's also learn about Suzuki's other businesses. Apart from four-wheelers and two-wheelers, Suzuki also makes ATVs, marine engines, and even motorized wheelchairs. Not only that, Suzuki is also leading player in outboard motors for boats. Besides, Suzuki's technology is also used in making machines and engines for construction, farming, and different industries. So friends, hope you got some new information about Suzuki. Thanks for watching.